Hello and welcome back, viewers. This is a vlog of me, of course. That is what you're listening to after all. But today I wanted to share a little bit on the personal side and talk about bitterness and how bitterness can really ruin your heart. Whether or not you're a Christian, there's no questioning if you hold bitterness in your heart, it can really harm your life and your interactions with people. Whether it be against someone who's wronged you or someone who's wronged you deeply in an emotional way rather than just a physical wronging, it tends to carry over with us for a lengthy period of time. As a Christian and a personal follower of Jesus, I can attest that I am quite bitter about matters that have occurred in my life, and I feel a great deal of resentment towards people who have wronged me. Every day, it's a continuous process that I have to try and let the bitterness go. Not necessarily to forgive the person or let them get off scot-free, but basically what I'm doing here is I'm letting it go so that wall that's built up around my heart and the emptiness in my heart goes away. Retaining the bitterness, the anger, the anxiety, the hate, all these qualities come with bitterness, and retaining them will create quite a hole in your heart. Basically, I like the show Bleach a lot for other reasons than this one, but this is a good personification. If you ever look at the espadas, they represent different things and aspects of death, and they have literal holes in their body. Now, the holes may be in different locations, but many of them have it where their heart would be or close to it, similar to Yami or Ulukura. But that's neither here nor there. Just wanted to throw that reference in there because it's quite a literal notion that these people are hollow, they're empty, they're devoid of something from making them complete. And that's exactly how humans are. And when we are missing something in our life or we are hurting in some way, shape, or form, we have a hole in our heart. And our desires are to fill that hole in any way, shape, or form. So, I'll use myself as an example because I can't be angry at myself because, well, I could be angry at myself, but that wouldn't do me any good unless I'm psychotic and have two personalities dwelling within one body, right? Right. Anyways, continuing on, I was married at one point in time. My wife was a very beautiful looking lady. She was unfortunately a very troubled woman. She grew up in a broken home, which inevitably ended in her constant pursuit of happiness through other men, making her enjoy life, be happy that she's pleasing these men. Through her continual search for that, she found it within me. I pleased her, I made her very happy. There's no questioning that. After about a year, maybe 8 months into our marriage, she ended up cheating on me 6 times in 1 month when I was deployed in Afghanistan. Now, I don't want you to demonize her. That's all past and gone, but I carry this bitterness in my heart every single day. I think to myself what my life could have been with her. Maybe we could have had a kid and I could have had a family by now, especially since it's been about 2 years since my divorce. So basically, our kid could have been 2 years old, or even older if she had not cheated on me. And maybe I would have come home on leave and we could have had a kid. The point is, the bitterness and the resent and the anger and the anguish and the hate and the wall I built up and it stays built, I have to crash it down every single day because I'm a Christian and I know it's wrong. But there's people out there that don't. There's people out there that hold bitterness in their heart from years and years of built up resentment, trauma, hate, and emotional scarring that has occurred to, and there's nothing you can really do about it unless you decide to get rid of that bitterness. Of course, you can turn to God and Jesus is there, and they're both there in a big spiritual way, but in the very end, you're going to have to crucify your flesh to see that spirituality. At the very minimum, it's very difficult to forgive people, and it's very easy to carry around that bitterness. Take the high road and be less bitter. The less bitter you are, the better person you will end up being, and more of a pleasure you will be around many people. There is no questioning that. So guys, thanks for listening, and I appreciate you staying tuned to my vlog. I'll see you guys next time I'm vlogging.